It was a lady police officer, and she came to the side, and I started talking. I was like, set the tone, dude. And I just leaned over and I was like, so I'm planning on drinking later, and my friend was going to drive, so I needed to see him drive my car. And she's like, I don't even know what that means.
I was trying to launch a vodka long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Way before, I mean, the machine store went viral, but not like the way that, it's not my career today. And I sat down for a vodka tasting. I got so fucked up, and I could not tell you what tasted different than anything.
You go 6 and 7, make me think you want to kiss me. Are we about to kiss?
He gay?
He gay? I think it's actually cool. Honestly, right time, right moment, right now. You tell me yes, I'm going.
I'm not gonna say no.
I'll suck you and fuck you like you never been fucked. Just an alcohol tester?
Yeah.
That would be, dude, my dad was born to do that.
Your dad died from alcoholism?
He died from, now follow me. It's a little, we call it the white trash shuffle. He got hepatitis C from some dirty trailer trash bitch he was banging.
Yeah.
And then didn't know he had hepatitis C, and then drank. He's a real bad alcoholic, and drank, and it turned into cirrhosis. And then he died of cirrhosis at 48.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my dad went.
But
my dad went, dude. My dad was Usain Bolt of alcoholics.
I always wonder, how much do those, Stanhope had not a great joke, but I heard him on a podcast one time. They were talking about Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And he goes, how much Xanax did he take? You got to put that in the article.
Yeah.
How much Xanax, how much Ambien? Because I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Stand-up's like, you got to put in the measuring. If I'm going to make the cake, put in the fucking measuring, all right? Yeah, Stanhope's a guy where he is like an all-time Hall of Fame stand-up comedian. And just the fact that he stayed true to he is who he's always been.
That's courageous.
He is dude, he was a guy.
Fuck.
Are you all right? You just got nailed.
On my foot. No, he's fuck.
Are you all right?
It was kind of cool because it just went
yeah, dude, you look like you knocked a whole chunk off. I quit drinking 10 years ago, but Giannis, Nate, and Chris Laker used to have this podcast. I talked about this, but they had this award ceremony called the Chris Laker Awards. Top 5 night of my life.
Yeah.
And we were all, a bar in Brooklyn that Giannis did this Sunday show. Me, Joe List, Mark Norman, Nate Bargatze, everyone's there, fucking hammered.
Yeah.
And I won, me and Henry Zabrowski from last podcast on the left, we tied for most likely to die in the next year. And they gave us these mini lighters. And I remember being like, I remember that feeling of like, yeah, you guys think I'm gonna die? Okay, because it's not like I'm not rock and roll. I'm not cool at all.
Yeah,
I just loved booze and I loved going hard at it.
Yeah,
and I was in the worst part of comedy. I was in the part of comedy where you're like sitting through a show with 7 people in the crowd, and you're like, yeah, getting fucked up kind of makes this go smoother.
Oh fuck yes, there's no
going outside to smoke cigarettes. You don't look rude. You look like you're like, I'm gonna go smoke. I don't have to listen to these 2 sets.
Yeah,
because you're in a small pond,
dude. When I did a roast of me.
Yeah,
and every joke was about me being dead.
Oh soon. Yeah. Big J. I remember Big J did it, and he was like, yeah, it was a fun time. But he was like, I think Bert was fucked up the whole time.
I was blackout drunk.
That's
I was like,
great.
I'm not gonna.
What a way to do a roast, because then it's like they see you and they're like, hey,
and then they had me screen it before they released it, and they go, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, Bert Kreischer. And I hit pause. I go, I spoke?
Oh, bud.
And Whitney's like, you don't remember speaking? And I was
Is it the feeling of when you wake up and your car's at home?
Yeah.
And you go, how did my car get home? That wake up call? I had that a couple times in Arizona where I was like, hey, why am one time I was at a friend's house and I woke up and I was like, how did I get here? And they were like, you did that. And I was like, was it like that feeling? Where you're like, fuck.
I was in here. I was in this room. And I was like,
oh, that's like, even me giving me sweaty palms, dude.
I was like, so wait, what did I say? And everyone was like, you really don't remember?
You sang beautifully.
Oh, I had a good dismount. I just went up and I went. When I was 22 years old, I got involved with the Russian mafia, and then I just fucking sat down.
Yeah.
And then Kesha came out, and then, but yeah, I remember, I kind of missed drinking and driving.
Okay. I'll follow you.
Like when it was like no harm, no foul when you were a kid.
Yeah, but understand.
And you didn't realize how serious it was.
Oh yeah.
They'd have the dude come and talk to your school, but you guys are all to roll your eyes. You're like, yeah, party like us.
Yeah, we have 16. We're 17 years old. We're
Yeah.
nimble on our feet.
I have a Jeep Cherokee. We're gonna be fine.
I had a Dodge Stratus. I think that thing is built to take a fucking T-bone.
Oh, there was a guy that was like
A nice sedan.
I was sitting next to one of my best friends, right? That I've known forever, and there's a guy that comes out and talks to our school, and he was like, I got so drunk I got on the causeway the wrong direction, and
that's horrible.
We laughed because we were like, how the fuck did you get on the causeway the wrong direction? Like, it's a really tough road to get on the wrong side of the causeway.
Yeah,
And
I think this is like how I know I'm getting older. Like, drinking and driving is the dumbest shit in the world.
Oh,
it's
yes,
the dumbest shit in the world, and you shouldn't even do it once.
Yeah,
Like, I had friends that have lost family. I've had friends that have lost friends. It's fucking, it's horrible, dude. The thing is I'm starting to feel that way about weed, and I never, ever felt like they were the same.
Driving on weed?
I always was
could
like,
never drive on weed.
That's exclusively how I've driven like 12 hours just smoking weed the whole time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I'm like, and then now I'm like, that is so dumb. I always thought booze was always the clear, it's fucking dumb to do that shit. But weed, I was like, man, I'm driving. And then now I'm like, that was so ridiculously dumb.
Yeah, it's the same.
Your reaction time is slower.
Yeah,
you're just high as shit. But yeah, I think like that was something that young me, if you would have asked me like 10 years ago, like smoking weed and driving, I've been like, I fucking nail it. I'm so
it's
cool.
Like a video game, bro.
Dude, put that playlist on, shit your pants. And in my head, I'm like just driving, but probably I'm zoning out. I don't know. I'm going slower. That's like the age old joke.
Have you ever driven on speed?
No, but dude, one time when I was 16, we took mushrooms and we had to go get cigarettes because cigarettes are fucking awesome when you're on mushrooms. I mean, cigarettes are the best. When you're
I was still smoking when last time I took. No, I wasn't.
Oh,
I took mushrooms recently.
Oh, dude, just the thought of just ripping cigarette after cigarette when you're on mushrooms. So me and my buddy Fujak get in my car.
Fujak?
Yeah, shout out Fu. He's driving my car.
I think I knew his sister, Lo.
Hello, Fujak?
She didn't drive.
Lo Jack. Sarah is actually a beautiful lady. She's great. But we take mushrooms and he takes them with me. I think I don't know. I just remember eating like an eighth and I was like, all right. But I ate them, but mushrooms, they take a while to kick in.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. I'm out of cigarettes. We got to get cigarettes. And he's like, I'll drive your car. And I was like, okay, cool. And we're driving a car and then he takes a wrong turn and a cop sees him and fucking hits the lights. And I'm in the passenger seat. He's driving. He's not fucked up at all. I am starting to get fucked up.
Oh, he's sober?
He had eaten mushrooms, but they were hitting me.
Yeah.
They weren't hitting him yet because he was like, what are you doing? And I was looking at the red and the blue and I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. And then the cop.
I think our future is chasing us.
Oh God. And then the cop came. It was a lady police officer and she came to the side and I started talking. I was like, set the tone, dude. And I just leaned over and I was like, so I'm planning on drinking later and my friend was going to drive. So I needed to see him drive my car. And she's like, I don't even know what that means. Even
You're
now.
like my wife when we try to do fucking fast food.
Oh, dude.
Do you guys still have the shut up and just order the thing?
I was like, and so she's like, give me your license. Give me both your licenses. And I was like, okay, it's my car, but she's like, give me your license. She walks away. Fujak's like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I was trying to let her know that, we're being responsible. And he's like, we're not being responsible. We're both on mushrooms. Shut the fuck up. She comes back probably 10 minutes later, and I'm not lying, hands us our licenses. And she goes, you guys got lucky today. So we just got a call. And she fucking left. And I was like, it was the most like drop I've ever felt and being like, what the fuck, to being like, that was one of the best nights of drugs I've ever done in my life.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.